Hi all, it's Nikki with DragonflySaves, and I'm back, and here is my budget with me. I kind of already did this, and I don't really have time to rewrite it and go over it again, so I'm just going to go through what I did. Hope you guys are okay with that. So I wrote down all my bills, and I wrote down, I wrote down the month, then I wrote down the days of the month that I'm considering I got paid. I wrote down all the bills. So we're dividing them up by 4 weeks, except I did them a little bit different because week 2 is just going to be a crappy paycheck. So my rent is $950. I'm doing $237, $238, $237, $238 for the 4 weeks. My car insurance, I budgeted $93 this time. Because last month I budgeted for week 5 when I didn't have to, which is going to come in handy this week. So I did, or this month. So I did $31 for week 1, week 3, and week 4, and nothing for week 5. I had left it open in case I decided I was able to, but for now we're not doing anything. Renter's insurance, I budgeted for weeks 1, 3, and I budgeted for weeks 1, 3, and 4. I budgeted $12, so $4 each time. I also budgeted last month for week 5. I'm not quite worried about it, but I'll figure that out at the end of the month if I'm still on track. For my cell, I have a yearly plan. I budget $10 a week. I'm not budgeting for week 2. So I'm budgeting $30 because last month, week 5, I also budgeted $10. So I'm okay with just doing $30 and doing it for weeks 1, 3, and 4. My NYSEG, which is my gas and electric, my bill is $222. Well, it's actually $221 and change, but I round up. And I divided that for all 4 weeks. So I'm doing $55 for weeks 1 and 2 and $56 for weeks 3 and 4. My NYSEG high yield, I round up. Before I was doing $50 a week. Now obviously this is going to be a little bit more. So I'm rounding up to the next interval of 5. So because we did $55 for the bill, I'm going to put $5 in the high yield. This is because I'm on budget billing, and I don't want to be surprised at the end of February or beginning of March whenever I get my last bill for that cycle, the yearly cycle. I don't want to be surprised, so I have been putting money in there. Even if it's just a little, that's fine. I have not been doing it the whole time though, so hopefully I still will have enough money at the end of the cycle. So I'm doing $5 for weeks 1 and 2 and $4 for weeks 3 and 4, total of $18. My water bill, I usually do $20 a week. However, I have to budget for $80 because there's 4 weeks. So I'm doing $25 for weeks 1, 3, and 4, and $5 for week 2. My monthly subs, this is what I pay for subscriptions, whether it be like streaming subscriptions or my HP Inc. or what have you. Anything that comes out monthly as a subscription. I'm budgeting $50 this month. I'm doing $15 for weeks 1, 3, and 4, and $5 for week 2. My internet is $60. I'm budgeting $15 all 4 weeks. Food, I changed it up. I normally do $100 a week, but I changed it up a little bit. So we're gonna do $100 for weeks 1 and 3. I'm going to do $50 for week 2, and $75 for week 4. We're gonna make this work. Gas, I thought about not even budgeting for it at all, but I might end up putting that to food for week 2 and for week 2. But we're gonna try. So I'm budgeting $37 for the month, $12 for weeks 1 and 3, $13 for weeks 4, $0 for week 2. So that is a total of $877 that I am budgeting for the month. That is like $200 less than I'm used to budgeting. So hopefully this will work out. I wasn't sure what my check is going to be. It's going to be like 9 hours. Unless they figure out something with the not PTO, but the sick pay hours. I have 8 hours of sick pay they never put in for like 2 weeks ago. So if they put it in this week, that'll be great. But we'll see. And then I'm not putting anything after my check. I find out what my check is. My check was $725. So I subtract the $509. Actually, my check was $724 and change, but I had enough change to make it up, round it up to $725. So we're going to subtract the $509. That leaves me with $216. So after all my needs are taken care of, then I can put it elsewhere. I'm not putting any in credit card because I have a good amount in my minimum payment envelope. I'm not putting any in buffer, and I'm not putting any in lost pay. So that means I have $216 to move on down here for the days of the week that you see me. I'm going to do $40 for Saturday, $50 for my Saturday Live, which I do Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday I'm going to do $30. Tuesday I'm going to do $20. That is my collab day. Wednesday I'm going to do $40. That is my debt binder day. It is non-negotiable. $40. And then I have the hop, which I do with the village. So we have $20 for the hop, $5 for the kids hop, $5 for the fur baby hop, which I'm using all 3 for Christmas. And then $6 is extra. It's what I budget for the hop, specifically for the ding ding ding. I don't have any money in there now, so now I have to bulk up my envelope. Hopefully $6 is good. We'll see. Because I do 3 ding 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 envelopes with the hop. Okay, so this should all equal, this is $216 and this is $509. $509, oops, plus $216, $725. Perfect. That's great. I don't know how we're gonna go about next week, but we'll worry about that when it comes. I'll find out what my paycheck is, I think on Wednesday. So I'll have a better understanding if I need to change things around. But for now, this is what we're gonna do. And now I'm gonna count this money. I'm gonna move this. This should be $725. 1, 2, 3. Plus 100. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Plus 1. $725. For rent, I'm going to do $237. This is what we're saving for December rent. For car insurance, I'm going to do $31. I just want to write 31 in here. And today is the 7th. Should have 372. One, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 71, and 2. Next is my renter's insurance. I always do $4. This is about double what I actually owe or will owe at the end of the year, but I want to bump up my policy because I didn't know what I was doing when I got this policy. And I don't know why I didn't ask my mother. She's in insurance. But I have 20, 42, 44, 46. No. Nope, that's not right. 48. Here's the other stowaway too. 20, 42, 4, 6, 8. Next, I'm doing sell. I have a yearly plan. Adding 10. We should have 350. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 50. My goal is $400. Next is my NYSEG. This is my gas and electric bill. We budgeted $55. Next is my NYSEG high yield. I'm adding $5. This is what I send to my high yield. So we should have 202, 150, 70, 95, 202. Next is my water. I'm doing 25 this week, so it's a little bit different than I normally do. Should have 165. This is a quarterly bill. It's my water sewer. 120, 40, 65. Next is my monthly subs. I'm doing 15. I have not been writing on my little tracker there. So now I have 20, 40, 50, 65. You know what? I was like, no, why is there money in here? 15 is what we should have. $50. I'm taking out, this is for my November subs. Okay, I was like, what? Why is that there? Internet, I may have done the same thing. Yep, $60, taking that out. I also haven't been writing on this. I am adding $15. My internet bill comes out automatically on the 17th, so I have the money for that, so that's good. Food, we're adding 100. I already did this, so I don't actually have this 100 anymore. I got groceries yesterday while I was at the store picking up prescriptions. So I spent $73 and I used the rest of the money. Went to my credit card also to pay off stuff on my expense sheet. So we don't have that anymore either. Gas, I'm adding 12. 10, 12. So in here there's 10, 22, 24, 25, which I also sent to my credit card to pay for gas because I got $35 in gas. So I sent 25 to my credit card. That's what I had in my envelope. I'm not doing anything for my credit card. This is for my minimum payment only. Well, I say only. I have used some of it to pay on the credit card prior, but I have 100, 200, 20, 35, 235 in this envelope. Buffer, I'm not adding anything, but we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 75. 175. Lost pay, I'm not adding anything. I'll probably have to take this out next week, but we'll see. There's 150 in there. All right. That's all I have for here. So now we should have 216 left. Let's see. Let me move this out of the way. So I'm doing 40 for Saturday for my Saturday savings. I'm doing 50 for my Saturday live. I'm doing 30 for Sunday. 20 for Tuesday. I'm doing 40 for Wednesday. It's my debt binder day. I'm doing 20 for the hop. 5 for the kids hop. 5. Let me move all this. 5 for the kids hop. 5 for the fur baby hop. And then 2, 4, 6 is for the ding, ding, ding for the hop also. So that is how I budgeted my $725 paycheck this week. Next week will be a little tricky, but we'll make it work. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Saturday savings. Bye, guys.